Now to a really big update coming out of Albany late today. The controversial bill that would change vaccine mandates in the state passed in the Assembly, and now state senators are voting on the legislation.
2 on your side's Emily Lampa has been following this legislation and tells us what happens if it should make its way to the governor's desk. Emily?
Scott Marialis, what this bill would do, if signed into law, is eliminate the religious exemption. This means parents would no longer be able to cite their religious beliefs as a way to opt their children out of getting vaccines required for public school enrollment. Now, it was a close call in the Assembly. The bill needed more than 75 yes votes to pass. They got 77. There was quite the uproar after the bill passed in the Assembly, from a gallery packed with people opposed to this bill. While the Assembly floor was the uncertain ground, it's expected to now easily pass in the Senate. And Governor Andrew Cuomo has already expressed his support, saying this bill needs to pass because public health is at risk. Erie County Health Commissioner Dr. Gail Burstein has been extremely vocal lately on the need to pass this legislation. And although she's in Atlanta working with the CDC on a project, she made time today to weigh in on the progress in Albany.
I mean, New York State, unfortunately, is the epicenter of our measles outbreak in the United States, where we have 70% of all the U.S. measles cases within New York State. So it's critical that we act now with legislation to really improve the immunization rates of our very vulnerable population, of our children.
Hundreds of parents of unvaccinated children gathered at New York's Capitol before today's vote to protest what many called an assault on religious freedom. And as you said, Scott, state senators are now in the process of putting in their 2 cents as well as voting on that vaccine bill. So far, we tallied about 10 senators voting yes, and altogether 9 voting yes, 1 against. They need at least 32 affirmative votes to pass. We'll have the outcome very shortly. Emily Lampa, Channel 2 News.